Craig, good morning. How did the FBI uncover this plot?
Michael, it appears that this man, 56-year-old Iranian-American dual citizen Mansour Ababsia, approached somebody back in May he thought was a member of a Mexican drug cartel, the Zeta cartel. Now, in fact, this person he thought was a member of the cartel was an informant for a US federal agency, the DEA. That person then got in touch with the Justice Department, the FBI got on the case, and from that moment on, Ababsia was never away from surveillance. So authorities have been at pains to say today that there were no explosives, there was no threat, but the conspiracy was nonetheless, they allege, being hatched. Now, they're saying their evidence relies on a series of conversations and unfolding planning that would happen over the next few months. And finally, when a down payment, Mansour says he was to be paid $1.5 million to assassinate the Saudi Arabian ambassador to the US. When $100,000 of that was wired to his account, at that point the authorities moved in and arrested him at JFK. Now, probably the most serious aspect about this is the direct tie US officials are alleging to the Iranian government. They are saying that, in effect, this was an act of state-sponsored terrorism. Eric Holder says it was conceived, the plot was conceived, sponsored and directed from Iran. And the US Attorney General is saying that the US is committed to holding Iran accountable. Treasury officials, the State Department and the White House are expected to liaise over the next few days about tightening sanctions against Iran. The reason they say that there is a linkage there is that a co-conspirator in this plot, Gholam Shukuri, is a member of the Iranian Quds force. Now, this is a paramilitary force, part of the Revolutionary Guard in Iran, and they are saying that there were elements, factions of the Iranian government behind this plot. They say that the attempt to assassinate the Saudi Arabian ambassador in the US was just the first step. The suggestion is that they were also planning to attack the Saudi embassy in the US and perhaps the Israeli embassy in the US. And finally, officials are saying that they do think that this was a very chilling case. They are saying that in the course of conversations that there was some talk of possibly targeting the Saudi ambassador at some fictional favourite restaurant of his in Washington, and when obviously one of the informant, when he raised this with Ababsia, pointing out that bystanders could be killed, the allegation is that the accused was prepared to see 100 to 150 civilian casualties if it meant killing the Saudi ambassador, and he is due to appear in federal court in the next couple of hours.
OK, Craig McMurtry, thank you very much for the update there on that still developing story in America.
OK.